The drama surrounding Alicia Gray and the Indiana Fever didn't just erupt on the quartet, spilled into the stands.
Ow!
Setting off one of the strangest playoff controversies the WNBA has seen in years. It began with a moment that looked explosive on live TV. Gray turned, pointed into the crowd, and summoned security. Within seconds, a couple of Fever fans were escorted from their seats, leaving the entire arena buzzing about what had just happened. It seemed serious. It seemed like a player had been disrespected so badly that officials had no choice but to intervene. But as quickly as the tension rose, the story started to unravel. Reports began to surface that nothing offensive had actually been said. According to people seated nearby, the supposed heckle was nothing more than a supportive shout directed at Lexie Hull. "You're good, Lex. She's not even trying anymore." Hardly vulgar. Hardly threatening. Just standard playoff banter, the kind every athlete hears night after night. Yet somehow, that turned into Gray signaling for fans to be removed, creating the illusion of an ugly scene that, in reality, never happened. The damage, however, was already done. Social media lit up. Clips of the incident spread instantly, and by the next morning, commentators and fans were tearing into the contradictions. Why did the story change so many times? Why did the dream act as if Gray had endured something vicious, only for security to allow those same fans back into their seats moments later with an apology? If this had truly been serious, there's no chance they'd have been invited back. It didn't add up. And then came the backlash. Eyewitnesses confirmed what many suspected: Gray had simply been rattled. Her performance that night had been poor. And instead of answering the challenge on the court, she'd turned her frustration toward the stands. By ejecting fans for something so tame, she handed critics the perfect opening. Soon enough, fans were branding the whole ordeal a lie, a weak attempt to redirect attention away from the Dream's struggles. What should have been a playoff classic became a story about a player's thin skin. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever were writing a completely different narrative. While Atlanta's mess dominated headlines, Indiana was busy snapping a nearly decade-long playoff drought in front of a roaring Gainbridge Fieldhouse crowd. With Caitlin Clark sidelined and multiple key players out, the Fever still looked tougher, sharper, and hungrier. The energy inside the building was electric. Fans dressed in now-you-know shirts roaring like they'd waited 9 long years for this moment, which, of course, they had. From the opening tip, the Fever carried themselves with desperation and urgency. Stephanie White had demanded intensity after their Game 1 loss, and her team delivered. Aaliyah Boston muscled her way inside, setting the tone in the paint. Kelsey Mitchell lit up the scoreboard with 19 points and 4 threes, punishing Atlanta's defense every time they sagged. Lexie Hull turned the game with a buzzer-beating 3 to end the third quarter. The crowd exploding as the Fever seized complete control. Aerial Powers flexed off the bench. Natasha Howard anchored both ends. Even rookie Michaela Timson stepped up with poise beyond her years. In the defense, relentless. The Dream, a team known for offensive firepower, were suffocated into just 60 total points on under 38% shooting. Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray, Atlanta's stars, were held to just 19 combined points. Every possession was contested, every rebound fought for. The Fever didn't just play to win, they played like a team tired of being overlooked. Tired of waiting and determined to prove they belonged on the biggest stage by the final buzzer. Indiana had claimed a 77-60 victory that wasn't just about survival, it was a statement. They had proved they could thrive even without Caitlin Clark. They had shown the league that adversity wouldn't break them. And they had shifted the conversation away from Gray's finger-pointing drama to the only thing that truly matters, the scoreboard. Now, all eyes turn to Game 3 in Atlanta. The Dream will be desperate to erase the embarrassment of being blown out and exposed. Their home crowd will try to fuel a response. But Indiana now carries the confidence of a group that knows it can win without its brightest star. The Fever just proved they're more than a one-player story. They're a team with depth, grit, and the resilience to fight for every possession. The question becomes simple. Will Alicia Gray and the Dream bounce back from their own meltdown? Or will Indiana ride this momentum straight into the next round? For Fever fans, the answer is already clear. This isn't just a comeback season. It's the start of something bigger. What do you think? Was Alicia Gray exposed in this moment? Or was it all blown out of proportion? Can the Fever carry their momentum into Atlanta and close the series on the road? Let us know in the comments below, and if you've got the fever, drop "I've got the fever" right now. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter of this incredible playoff story.